Hello. This one I'm gonna explain the Super Mutants all in one shot, along with the Centaur, since they're all from the same Fallout 3. But I guess we'll start with the Centaur here. Um, this is something I just made out of a bunch of broken ass figures. This is a Marvel Legends Iceman from one of the series, like Series 6 or something like that. And then an old Rhesaurus Wesker here, his arms, and here's, you can still see because I missed that spot when I was painting it like an idiot. Some more Iceman, and then these are a McFarlane, the Serpent Samurai down here. These don't really have much articulation, but you know what? For the back, it kind of worked. For what the hell, this guy crawls around like a weirdo. So, and then again, the Wesker torso. This guy broke to pieces, so whatever. He was a broken toy. All of them are broken. But totally messed the back up. God, looking for reference pictures on Google is a pain in the freaking ass. And it's just, like I've played the game enough times, but I've never paid attention exactly, what it looks like back there. I knew it looked like this, kind of. But it turns out that's actually more, I guess, symmetrical or whatever, and everything looks a lot more pretty. I just went for random shit everywhere, so whatever. And again, Iceman's face, but I just sculpted over the whole thing. They got huge heads, so. And then this is, didn't want to do this, but this was McFarlane's Creech 2. God, what a beautiful, beautiful toy. Doesn't really do much, but God, it looks beautiful on the shelf, and I didn't want to do that. But I needed, bendy little tentacles, even though the ends don't do what you want. Sorry, burping here. You still get, you can get that freaking whip effect that they do, and the I'm fucking that they do at you and whatever. These guys freaking do all the time. And they spit at you, and they just whatever. Maybe one day I'll do the spitting version. So we'll have two of them. We'll see what happens. But so for the Super Mutants, I went with the Sigmas again because they're tall. And what I did, because they're about the height that I wanted to do. Let me get here, I got this guy on standby. So you can kind of see where we're at height-wise. He's, I wanted him pretty big. This is the smaller one. But in the end, they all kind of turned out to the same freaking size. Whatever. Can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it now. They're done. But, what I did was, because their bodies are so small, their torsos, and the Super Mutants, I feel like they're such long torsos. You cut that in half, added the legs that I took out down here, because they have littler legs, so I cut those out, put those in there. I got a couple of these things laying around still. Spacers now. But, basically, yeah, I just kept the whole figure. This is who the hell is this? High Tech? I think this is High Tech. But these here, just aluminum foil. A lot of people would be like, oh, well, that's not professional to leave that. But, I like to sneak that shit in there. Whatever. It didn't need to be done. Just add extra weight and lose extra clay. And hey, you get to see that it's homemade. And I think that's way cooler than having it look perfectly professional or whatever. I think it's more important, like, hey, it's fucking homemade. Whatever. So these are all, they're all pretty much the same. And I tried to keep them as articulate as possible. I probably could have done without this. Let's take him out here and kind of get that. He likes his gun, I'll tell you what. But yeah, like, I probably could have done without the chest articulation. But, like I said, I like to keep it if I can. And even though it kind of messes with the look. Whatever. Makes him look like a stupid Marvel Legends toy. With all that weird articulation and shit going on. And, but another good thing about them is they have big hands. And, the Sigma's hands, I think, are pretty good size. And they work perfectly because, look what gun he's holding. They both hold the same gun. And, he's much bigger. A lot of toys aren't that diversified or whatever, so anyways, fully armored one. Oh yeah, so yeah. Anyway, sorry, I attached these with jewelry rings. Sorry, let me put that up there a little better. Jewelry rings, and you know, just got to get in there with some needle nose pliers or jewelry pliers or whatever the hell. And I made little rigs there, so there's loops, and you know, and I glue the loops in. See, I didn't even bother painting it. Sorry, they're my toys, so I'm not. It's not like I'm selling them, so I don't really give a shit. But otherwise, yeah, I probably would cover that up, but I don't. You know, it doesn't bother me, so whatever. Same with this stuff here. But paint rub doesn't bother me. I don't, you know, a lot of toys I had growing up did that shit, so whatever. I'm over it. Don't really care. I just want the damn toys. That's all I care about. I just want some bitchin' new toys. So they're all pretty much the same. This guy here, it's just a little different. When I was cutting, this was another heavy duty. I'm pretty sure that's who it was, heavy duty. I had two of them. Yeah, I got lucky. So, obviously I knew, because he's got such a bigger build than these guys, I knew he was a good choice. But when I was cutting his torso, their damn torsos are so small, they're like microscopic. So I was cutting the damn thing and lost the joint. So I had to do something, God bless, I hope this doesn't come back and haunt me, because I don't want to fucking fix this. It's a shitty Jack-specific wrestling action figure, and yeah, if I gotta replace that, I'm gonna be really pissed. But that's what's in there now. You know, just if you got the shit, you can fucking fix it. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, you look at that. Oh, I missed that. Another spot I missed while painting, like an idiot. These guys, with painting them, I wasn't gonna make them all at one time, but I decided, because I hate painting, and I've realized how much of a pain in the ass it is to mix and try to get the same colors and whatnot. So I just kind of, you know, decided, fuck it, I'll just make them all at one time, and then we'll paint them up and get that as best as I could, that ridiculous yellow greenish color. I think they're a little more on the yellow side. If you look at the game, all the references I saw, they're a little more on the yellow side. Unless you go to the desert, and then they're a little more on the dark green side, I think. I don't know. I see, this is shit that I didn't see while playing the game, but when I'm looking at references on the internet, you're like, whoa, I didn't realize there's so much differences. There's no differences, but then there's huge differences. Whatever, that's what they do. Cheap assholes. It's funny how they're all the same thing, and they just different color it and whatever. Just like the toys. Anyway, so that's him there, and I guess that's the whole freaking pack. Is there really anything else to explain? You know, this was, what the hell was this? I think this was Strider's from Lord of the Rings. I think that's what that was. And I just did the same thing with all the rings and whatnot. This, I just, you see up in there? I just built little sticks out there. What I would do now, since, you know, now I know, I would have done the sticks, let it dry, and then put this on. And then sculpt this on. But what I did at the time is I did it all at one time. And I'm really impatient, so I do this as fast as I freaking can, and that's why it looks kind of weird and bent up in there. If you can see that, I think you can see that pretty good. Anyways, but yeah, that's pretty much them. So, Super Mutants, no, stupid humans, no. No. Anyways, I love those guys. They're one of my favorite in the game. So that's it. Thank you.